I love shopping, tanning, and celebrity gossip. Always have, always will.
Welcome back to From Scrambled to Slaying, a Batgirl podcast, where it's just me trying to become a Batgirl before the new school year. So it's been a while. I last uploaded a month or so ago, and I've got my iPad here to help, so if I'm looking at anything, it's just my iPad. And I'm going to be going over my 5 categories that I want to improve. So it's productivity, hobbies, wealth, skincare, hair care, and mental and physical health. I'm going to be saying like what I did and what went well, what I could improve on. So yeah, let's get started. In terms of the whole structure, I basically had like my main things I do. So I'd wake up in the morning and I'd always study no matter what. And then I do language learning and my driving through, maybe some meditation. Well, remember, this is my plan. This is not what I actually did. You know, all normal things that you do in order to become that girl. However, for the majority of like the month, did I even follow the plan? No. I would do studying, maybe language learning sometimes, and then just not do any. I'd follow the plan kind of, and especially if I wake up late, it'd just be a whole downfall. And I found even when I was following the plan, I found myself getting tired a lot, if that makes sense. I'd basically do like a minute or two of every single hobby I had, and I have a lot of hobbies. So I do like, I don't know, a minute of piano, 1 minute of violin, and it's stupid when I say it out loud, because it's stupid. Then I do maybe like 2 minutes of a TV show, I don't know, 2 minutes of needle felting. Context switching so much, it got my brain so fatigued, and I just didn't enjoy doing it. So instead of doing like several different habits for like a minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes, I'm just gonna stick to like some key habits and change it like every week or every 2 weeks. So basically, instead of doing like 20 hobbies in a day, I'm going to stick to like maybe 2 hobbies in a day, but I'll spend like a good amount of time on them rather than just like 2 minutes. So my new plan for Saturday and Sunday, I basically changed it so after I do my core habits, I basically have a core habit for mornings, afternoons and evenings, same on Sundays. And anyways, after doing my core habits, I can then in the morning choose 1 productive habit, 1 health habit, 2 hobby habits, and of course, like I said, change weekly. Then in the afternoon, that's more focused on hobbies. So that's just mostly like media hobbies, if that makes sense. Then because I get really tired by like late afternoon, I just like stop with the extra stuff and I just do my core habits. So I do some core afternoon habits, which is just like getting ready for the day, writing in my That Girl diary, and then in the evening, obviously brush teeth, skin whiten, blah blah blah, get ready for bed. And I have basically 3 main routines. This is basically a summer list, obviously, because no way am I gonna have time to do basically any of these things in September, which kind of sucks to be fair, but oh well. So I have a weekday one if I'm staying at home, which I won't be, hopefully, for like most of the time, because I have construction going on in my house in London, and well, it's not my house, it's my parents' house, but it's a lot, it's quite noisy. So yeah, I'll just be going to some unis in London and revising and just chilling there instead, because the uni I go to is up north and my contract is expiring today. Today's the 11th of July, expires today. I finished school on the 30th of May. I have mostly been up north because mostly, like I said, construction noise. But I did actually spend last week, well not obviously last week because I came here a week ago, but the week before that in London. Basically just to move all my stuff back to London. So I still have some stuff, but it's not a lot of stuff. It seems like a lot because somehow I've made a mess even though there's like 10 items. Anyways, I have a Monday to Saturday routine and I have a different Sunday routine. In terms of morning to Saturday, I have one for, like I said, if I'm staying at home, and one for if I'm going out to the library, and one if I'm hanging out with my friends or something. And then Sundays Sundays are my Sunday reset routine. And they are also days I plan to go out to London and film more of like my travel or food content, but I'm not sure if it's going to be Sunday. I'll have to see. Actually, it may be Mondays because there's this pancake place in London that does £7.50 pancakes, and I want that to be my extrinsic reward. Now, I've talked about extrinsic and intrinsic rewards a bit on this channel, but extrinsic is basically like if I study, I get a cupcake, and intrinsic rewards are just liking the process of studying, so you don't need an extra reward at the end because you like the process. Now, I don't hate studying. I wouldn't say actually I'm doing this because of studying, like the whole pancake thing. I'm doing it so I can actually keep up with my other hobbies. So basically, if I do every single hobby, every single habit, every day, then I get to do pancakes on Monday. Saying that aloud, it is really progress over perfection, so I think I am going to tweak that a bit. So I'm going to start off, obviously still having the extrinsic reward of pancakes, but maybe like, you know, maybe getting the morning segment done every time, and then the afternoon segment, then the evening, and then obviously combine that all together, rather than just going from 0 to 100, because I'm just not going to complete it. It's not realistic. Okay, now that I've talked about the general structure, I'm going to go in depth into the actual category and say what went well and what didn't. So productivity wise, right, I had an early wake up. This week it's been horrendous. I've been going to bed at like 2 a.m, waking up at like 9, 10, 11 a.m. Today I actually woke up slightly earlier than usual at 7:05, which was a complete accident. I was supposed to wake up at 8 a.m because I need to slowly but steadily bring it down from like 10 a.m to like 6 a.m again. Studying again is always good. Well, kind of. It's been going down, but I used to take a really long time with Anki, longer than I should have, because I was not distracted. I mean, I was distracted, and because I was distracted, I wasn't doing my Anki flashcards as well, which led to like a lower retention. It was just, but now my retention is going up, so I'm getting it back to like 88 to 90% retention. My ideal retention used to be 90%, so I just get 90% of what I do right a day. However, it's reduced now because we do multiple choice in our school, so 85% is a good balance, I think, because again, like Anki flashcards, the ones I have aren't mostly multiple choice. So again, when it's multiple choice, I'm not saying multiple choice, it's not easy, but I don't need a fully 90% retention. So also having a lower retention means I get to do less Anki flashcards, which is good. Language learning had a good start. I do have a streak on Duolingo. Spanish, I'm learning Spanish Yoruba. Spanish has been better than Yoruba. I've been inconsistent with both, so I just need to, again, be more consistent. Pancakes hopefully will motivate me. I'm just really bad at tracking habits themselves, like what I do on a day-to-day basis. I only really know from my memory or from Anki, if that makes sense. But I think I do have a habit app, but I don't know if I'm going to switch to like Notion or another app because I just can't get myself to log every habit. I don't know if I'm going to log every habit. I think I may just log, again, morning, evening, afternoon. Don't know why I said it in that order. But yeah. Driving theory, I flopped it. I failed by 1 point. The week I took the test, I wasn't revising and I was sick. So just a bad combo. And it was the same day, like the day after I moved out, like the next morning. So yeah. And that's on me because I thought there was a separate road sections, like a road signs section. There isn't. So I, the week before, focused only on road signs and not the main bit. If I fixed the main bit, I would have passed. Because I only found 9 questions hard. Basically, you need 43 out of 50 to pass. I got 42 out of 50. And I was like, oh my god, I'm finding like 9 questions really hard. I'm either gonna pass this, but like, you know, like a little bit, I'm gonna flop. And I flopped. So I need to take that again, but I haven't actually booked it because I'm too broke to book it right now. So once I get money again, I will book it. And for me, I only needed like a week of revision, and the way my memory works is that I either have to learn like long term or cram and do it the next day. And by long term I mean long term. So there's like this deck for driving theory, and I can either learn that over 3 months, or I can just cram it in a week and do it like the next day. So basically, if I book it for like August, I'll just do it the week before the date in August, and then I'll be fine. Hazard perception was fine. I didn't revise for that because I just procrastinated, to be fair. But you don't need to revise for it. It's really easy, and I passed that section. At least what I got on the day was easy because I have heard like, you know, sometimes it could be a little bit hard. But honestly, I don't think you need much for it. Maybe like 1 video or something, then you're fine, like the day before. Going through Becoming That Girl playlist. I have this playlist on TikTok. Let me know if you guys want like details on it. It's just on how other creators have talked about becoming that girl. So I want to go through that. Like I have a bunch of videos and just, you know, use the advice they have or the new things I don't know to become that girl. Looking for a job, I've been consistent on that. Growing platform, again, it's another playlist on how I can grow my platform. Need to do that more. UGC is another new thing that I added literally yesterday. I want to try that out. It's just creating stuff for companies, I think, but you don't need to have a big following. Editing, TikTok and YouTube. TikTok has been consistent-ish, and now doing like 1 to 3 times a day, but not at peak times, which you need to do. YouTube has been horrendous, as you guys can tell, mostly long form wise, but a bit of shorts wise too. Need to do some clinical practice. So when I say clinical practice, this is just stuff like literally me talking to AI and being like, hi, I'm a dental student, what's your name, blah 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 blah. I've been good on that, and now I've basically got the thing memorized, which is good, so I can do that less often. Overall, I'd rate productivity maybe like a 6 out of 10, 7. Hobbies wise, now I have a lot of hobbies on here, and some of them I can't do because, again, money wise. So I want to learn how to braid hair, but I want to get like a practice doll head, and I can't get that because I'm broke. Tennis, can't do that right now because, well, actually, I need someone to do tennis with. I'm planning to do tennis with my boyfriend when he comes back because he's on holiday right now. Or I can pay for lessons, and I can't because I'm broke. So I do have already tennis rackets because my family play tennis a lot. I just don't, but I want to get back into it. I want to get into a sport basically. In terms of hobbies, I want like media hobbies, just like watching stuff, and I want a creative hobby like needle felting, crocheting, whatever, and I want a sports one. My main sports one I'm hoping in September, once we resume school, will probably be like the classes they do at my gym, like Pilates, whatever, and women's boxing. I really, really want to get into women's boxing. Strength training is so important for bonus to see. Like, I'm 20 now, I'm gonna be 21 in December. I need to make sure that I like lock in with exercise so that, you know, once I reach like 25, that peak, my bones just don't like degenerate. But in terms of hobbies, that has been really, really bad. I don't think I've done anything on this list like consistently at all. Again, mostly because I can't access some of them, but also I mostly spend my free time instead of doing my hobbies, doom scrolling, which is something I need to stop. But again, like I said, it's a lack of access, bit of both. Rate hobbies like a 5 out of 10. Okay, mental and physical health. So I've got affirmations, gym, 1500 calorie deficit. So I eat 1500 calories a day because I'm trying to lose weight. 2 ab workouts a week, meal prep. Now, again, I feel like with all these categories, because the last month has been so like chaotic, it's just been like, I can't do it because of lack of access on broke. Meditations, I'm slowly getting back into that again, which is good. Affirmations, kind of consistent, kind of not. Gym, this is my last day where I actually have access to a gym. I cannot afford a gym membership, I am broke. So honestly, because I am going to be going out every day, I will be reaching like 10k steps. I may just have to forgo gym until September, sadly. 1500 calorie deficit. It's hard to eat like well when you're broke. Like there's an example I have, like these wraps right from Tesco, like they're like free from wraps, so they're like low calorie, like 100 calories less than a normal wrap. Those are like £3, and there's only a Tesco Express near me, so it's like £3. Versus a Lidl, you can get wraps. Obviously they won't be low cal, but those are 99p. And when you're a student and you don't have a job, you can't really afford the healthy options. So I will not be broke soon though, in like under 2 weeks, so I'll be able to eat healthy again. But for now, like this week, I spent £8 on groceries, and some of the food I got from home. That's how broke I am. I used to spend 30 on groceries because, again, eating healthy. Now I cannot even afford to spend £10. I spent £8. It's just been rough. I think I'm seeing for myself. It's just a lot of this is due to constructions and money. Yeah, I think I've said this before. I have. All right, on to wealth. I really, really, really need to go get Monzo pot. I may do that today actually, so I can just like save up money and stuff. I may write down an ISA. I already have an ISA with one family, but I'll see if there's a better one I can do, and maybe close my one family one. ISA is just like stocks and stuff. I need to get into stocks, but I do want to get into stocks once I have like an income rather than just out of nothing. Okay, content creation. I guess content creation, job searching are like a mixed thing between like productivity and wealth, so I already talked about those two. Transport, I basically just want to, well, when I go out, I just only want to spend £3.50 a day because that's how much a bus is like in London. Well, one bus is £1.75, but obviously you take a bus back, so in total £3.50. So I want to eat from home. And then £15 on a London outing every 2 weeks. That's just for my like food channel, if that makes sense. I say every 2 weeks because with £15, I think I can get like a drink, like cute matcha, and then like a main meal, if that makes sense. Or I can just spend it on like one meal, but I'll see. Especially because I'm already doing the whole pancake thing every Monday. I will have to see on that, maybe every 3 weeks or something. And then £10 on Amazon Needs as well. Yeah, I'm thinking of getting like a selfie light because I'm gonna need it when I'm home, because the lighting here, like I'm filming this video like right now because my lighting back in London is atrocious in my room. I have these big bay windows, but the way my desk is because I have a bunk bed and a desk. The bunk bed basically blocks all the light from my desk, so that sucks. But I am getting rid of the bunk bed sometime in the future, maybe by December, so yeah. But for now, I am going to need a selfie light. But again, I have to wait 2 weeks for basically all these things to happen. All right, we are coming to the end. It is just skincare and hair care left. Skincare and hair care, in June, I think I was more consistent with hair care, and now I'm being more consistent with skincare. Well, now my hair's in braids. Yeah. I do need to make sure I'm taking care of my braids and not like leaving my hair in braids too long, because that's what happened last time and my hair just it suffered. So I'm gonna try to take these out start of August. Maybe it'll take them out like in July and then have like a 2-week, 1-week break and then get some new ones in start of August. They're already looking a bit rough, but it's okay. Because my hair is like super short, I think it was expected because of like new growth and whatnot, if that makes sense. But yeah, I just need to do like a scalp massage, detangle and moisturize. I can't detangle right now, but yeah, scalp massage just needs to be more on it. I don't know if I will do them because it's gonna mess up my braids, but moisturizing, I am getting more on it like recently. But yeah, hair care, I'd rate maybe like a 7 out of 10. I was more consistent, like I said, when my hair was not in braids, but now it's in braids. I need to make sure I take care of my hair in braids. And finally, skincare. Well, skincare and hair care, I put it together in this video, and I will put it together on my Notion, but it's on different tabs in Notion. Okay, so morning and evening skincare, and my lash serum basically is my skincare. So morning, it's really simple. I'm lazy, I'm broke, I use Primark skincare. For now, I did get a kit from The Ordinary, but I don't want to open that until my Primark skincare is finished. I literally just use like a cleanser first and then like a serum, like salicylic acid, but for now I'm using rose serum because like my face is scabbing, especially my forehead. I don't know why, it's never done that before, but yeah. And then I just use a day cream, and in the evening I use retinol, like clean my face, retinol, then a night cream. Skincare, because I always say I'm going to do it after gym, but then I don't do gym, so then actually I don't do my skincare, so it's been a bit hit or miss. Evening skincare, no, I didn't bring my evening skincare to be fair, so I couldn't do that for the whole week. But yeah, lash serum, I've been more consistent with that than my skincare because I always do my makeup every day. Maybe skincare, I'd say like a 7 out of 10. Yeah, that is it. This will be coming back weekly. I promise, guys. You'll see me again next week. And I'll also be posting other types of videos like how to be that girl, that morning routine, evening routine, all sorts of stuff really. Thank you guys for listening or watching. Let me know if you like it and what else you want to see from me. Bye.